Yeah, this Boss Scabba Sports bringing you another Measure Kool-Aid report. And today, obviously, we dealing with training camp. And I'm going to take y'all just through some of the things that I saw. Obviously, I was out there with the guys. You can see Sky, Big Game James, Law Nation. He's actually talking to Michael Parsons' mom. So, it's obviously we all out there working. You can see the guys tweeting, likely was communicating to social media and all that kind of stuff, because that's what it's like. We out there watching, but we also working at the same time. And also because we have good relationships, we was having a good time. But getting into what we're here for, obviously, and also, you see the warm up, and then after the warm up, they kind of get down to the nitty gritty. So the first matchup that I kind of kept a good eye on was Noah Brown, especially Anthony Brown versus Noah Brown, because it seemed to be a matchup that seemed to happen so often at practice. So I guess those guys work out together. So you can see Anthony Brown here trying to be physical, and that was actually a real good route by Noah Brown, actually a very good route. And you can see Anthony Brown was clearly guessing, and he got a flag on that play, So those guys are going at it, but a good rep by Noah, very deceptive route running, which gives me a little bit of hope of him possibly being a good receiver 2 or 3 if he can continue that type of body language and that nuance in his route running. So just watching that observation, this is another rep that I observed, and you can see, to me, this was good coverage, but the ref threw the flag. I don't see nothing flagrant. I think that was a bad throw, but that was very sticky coverage by Anthony Brown. It is no denying it. It's right there in your face. So you can see these guys getting in the work. For the most part today, I can say that Noah Brown does look better. I would want to see more competition, which I don't think we're going to see. I think they've awarded him the job, but I would want to see more competition. So going into the next matchup that obviously a lot of people are watching their growth, and that's Semi and Bland. And, obviously watching those guys being in the Dallas training camp, you able to see and observe these guys compete one-on-one. And Semi, as you can see, he is fast, man. It's no other way to say it. Like, Semi is this time now and this year showing the speed that he allegedly had coming out. Now, I want y'all to notice we just did a show with the Final Word, and we had a special guest, Joe Tran, right? So famous news anchor in Dallas, right? So the first thing he says, I've been saying this, which goes to show that we're seeing the same things. He said he's looking like he runs a 4.3 this year. He didn't look like he did last year. So Semi is playing, keeping it real, with a lot of confidence, and he is making plays, and he's looking as if he's very comfortable going into this year. He looks very comfortable rising and trying to come into his own. I'm just being honest with you. And he burned Bland. Listen to the crowd. Listen. Yeah, baby. See, Dallas practices are loud. It's loud. And see, it's nothing that makes you get prepared for a game like a practice that feels like a game. I'm talking about it's full, it's packed, it's people all in there, like from the top to the bottom. Let me pause it. Look at the top rails, look at the sides, look around. It is packed, and this is practice. I'm talking about wall to wall. So anyway, I'm liking what I'm seeing also in Semi. So, and I'm just giving you my eyes and versions of what I saw, just catching everybody up as we get ready, for the season. So obviously, CeeDee Lamb, he was on a pitch count, and watching him, his routes are smoother than butter. it's no doubt that he's ready. He looks so ready, y'all. I'm just being honest. Even though he was limited in this practice, you can see it, man. Like, CD Lamb is very crisp and smooth. So I have no questions about CD Lamb. Now, one thing that I noticed as I was watching even Dennis Houston, right, is they treat him truly like a starter. But what's tripping me out with Dennis Houston is they treat him like a starter until the lights turn on. That's what's weird to me, because I'm watching the little things as I'm watching practice, and you could clearly see that they had the guys go from order of starter to backup. So it was always CD Lamb, and then it was Dennis Houston, but then it will be Noah Brown. And so it's like y'all treat him like a starter, but then when in the preseason games, you don't. It's very weird, just being honest with you. But the thing that I definitely want to highlight today, from watching the first day of practice and kind of walking y'all through it, especially with the main concern. The main concern that a lot of people have is receiver. So this is Tolbert versus Josephs. First of all, fantastic coverage by Joseph. I mean, fantastic. And as a person who played corner, I can tell you, and I'm telling you, is this competition between him and Bland is making him rise. It's making him better. You can see it. He was very much over his toes. He opens up smooth. He doesn't panic on a double move. He doesn't hold nor reach, and he stays in Tolbert's hip. He's glued to him. And to where the quarterback don't even want to try to throw it tight because he risking the interception because Joseph is all draped on him. So, but what's funny is that was the worst rep pretty much, because that day, man, Tolbert went crazy. You know, forgive the shaky camera, it's a little bit shaky, but Tolbert, I mean, he was doing his thing all day. I counted 6 to 7 catches, and most of them was like this, very tight and contested catches. Yeah, and he was doing it all day. Trust me, you're not seeing a lot of people talk about it, but I'm telling you, Tolbert had a great practice. Not a good practice, a great practice. And I think the timing of it is good. It's real good. The timing of Tolbert doing what he did is necessary, because we all trying to figure out who is going to be the guy that can be depended on when CD Lamb's, not if, when CD Lamb is doubled. Because any defensive coordinator with any amount of common sense is going to say, well, we know who their likely top threat is. Let's take him away. And so that's going to open it up for your number 2 and number 3 guy. If they're decent, if they're good, they're going to eat. So we needed the confidence boost that we got out of a great practice of Tolbert. The question is, can he carry that into this final preseason game? And if he does, then can you carry that into Tampa? But anyway, I just want to definitely give y'all that measured Kool-Aid report on what I'm seeing from practice and why I'm excited on what I'm seeing. I think it's some very good things going on in the receiver room, but there also, honestly, are also concerns. Also, we appreciate every donation that happens. If you didn't do a super chat, you can still do it now, or you can donate with Boss Cowboy Sports, and we go keep giving you content and making our voice matter. Now, y'all should see from the training camps that our voice do matter. You should see that. It's very clear. You know, a lot of the people out there already know us, you know, because we all putting in the work to put out the content. But anyway, y'all stay, you know, in contact, because I'm gonna have a lot of these notifications coming out to y'all to give y'all this content of what we're seeing at the last practice in Dallas. Y'all stay up. Peace.